man that can't be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Jackson A crashing that crease. When he's on the ice, it's a red light feast. Orson's up high, ripping the point shot. Richards in front, tipping from the slot. The ice shakes, get out of your seat. Tyler weaving through the zone, what a feat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Port Moody trembles with fear, Richmond hides when the Colts are near. Abbotsford turns and runs away, afraid what will happen if they stay. The Colts battle hard to defend their space as Mitchell tries to block a shot with his face. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Making saves so fine.
Hello everyone, and it's time to get your friends' attention and let them know that there is a new edition of the Colts Highlight Show available to watch here on YouTube. Today we'll be checking out a game between the Colts and Vancouver Minor Hockey. This game took place on November 19th at the Trout Lake Community Center in Vancouver. So road game for the Colts. You see them wearing their road whites on the screen on the right side. The Vancouver team will be in black jerseys with blue and white trim here today. As far as the lineup goes, Sahaj will be getting the start in net today for the Colts. They will be down 2 players, Linden remaining injured and Liam unable to play here today. So they'll be down to just 11 forwards and 5 defense for today's game. Colts are coming into this game on a 2-game winning streak after losing their first 2 games of the regular season. So they'll be looking to continue that winning ways here today. And with that, let's head to the first period. And the first thing you'll notice, folks, that this arena doesn't allow for a great camera angle, but we're going to start with Jackson Anderson coming down the left side, in behind the defenseman. He's at a bad angle, but he tries to slip it past the goaltender. No luck. A little later, Vancouver going to be coming through the middle of the ice, and there you see Mac looking for the puck, and that player's feet gets his stick tangled up and trips the player up. Referee sends him off 2 minutes for tripping, so Vancouver to the power play. But that power play isn't going to last long. This puck is going to skip through the defender's feet, go down towards the goal, and he's going to come racing out. Normally you would have to play that there, but he jumps on it and attempts to cover it up. And the referee is going to say, you can't do that far away from the crease, and he's going to send the goalie off to the box. Well, he's going to give the goalie a penalty. The player's going to have to serve it. 2 minutes for delay of game. And at 4-on-4, Jackson Mum's going to get behind the defender, go in alone. He tries to get a shot off, gets hooked from behind. So that's going to be a rare penalty shot here. So here he comes in on the penalty shot. He's going to go to the backhand. Looks like he had some space to get it up and over his leg, but it rolls away from him, and he's unable to get a shot off. Remains scoreless. Colts with a turnover at center. Going to turn this into a bit of a 3-on-1, but rather than passing, that Vancouver player elects to shoot, and Sahaj has the glove to make the stop. Here's a check by Jackson Davis down low as the physical play is going to ramp up a bit in this game. As Vancouver brings it to the neutral zone, but then turns it over right there to Arjun. He's going to try to go up ice, and Vancouver tries to deliver a retaliatory hit, but instead Arjun knocks that player over. Here's Jackson Mum going hard down the left side, and then Jackson Anderson's going to get the puck and then put it out front to Richard, and he can't quite get control of it and get a shot off as it skips off of his stick. Here, Nathan keeping it in, but then turns it over, and that's going to result in a chance back the other way. Dipping and doodling around the defender, but not around the goaltender. Sahaj makes the save to keep this scoreless into the second. And early in the second, we're going to focus on the Vancouver bench. It's a sloppy change. You see multiple players going off and on, and the ref is going to come in there and say that is too many players. 2 minutes bench minor to Vancouver. Going to send the Colts to the power play now, and they're going to be working it around. The puck comes out front, and Jackson Mumm comes in to keep the puck there. And then there's a bit of a mad scramble that eventually ends up on Jackson Mumm's stick as he goes to the right side and tries to whip it up high, but it hits the goaltender in the chest. So that power play was unsuccessful, and now the Colts right there are going to take a penalty of their own. Very innocuous, though, as that player appeared to just run into Jackson Davis and fall over on his own. But it is going to be an interference penalty. So here we go, Vancouver to the power play, looking to opening the scoring. Throw that on net, the rebound comes out, and there's a good job in front of the net there by the defender, Orson, who prevents the Vancouver player from getting the rebound. Here's Vancouver with a chance off the rush that pops out to the high slot. They throw it on net, and Sahaj has to reach out with his right hand to knock that away. And then he reaches out with his right hand on a shot that was going wide, and he kind of drags it back in front of the net, but the Colts are there to clear it away before disaster can happen. Here you see the Colts with an offensive zone faceoff. We saw the left side D creep down low, leaving only one defender back, and that defender goes too far off to the right, leaving the middle open for this breakaway pass, and they put it past Sahaj, and it's now 1-0 for Vancouver. So a sloppy face-off in the offensive zone by the Colts result in that goal against. Vancouver now behind their own net, and speaking of sloppy, that player turns that puck over and it gets put out front there to Mack, who gets 2 cracks at that, but he can't get it past the goaltender. But Mack's going to get another chance as Vancouver really misplays this zone entry, and it goes past the defenders. Mack jumps on it for a partial breakaway, it gets a shot off before he can get checked, but the Vancouver goalie comes out and challenge, makes the stop. More physical play here as Arjun tries to take that player out, but he takes the referee out at the same time. In recent games, the Colts have had issues with players getting behind them in the neutral zone, and that's going to continue here on this unnecessary defensive change with just a couple of seconds left in the period. But Nathan from off the bench dives down to block the pass, and the clock runs out to save the Colts bacon, and we head to the third period with the Colts just down by 1. And desperate to tie it back up, here comes Seth burning down the right side, pulling away from the defender, kind of a 3-on-1. He elects to shoot with the goalie very far out, and that almost works out as it trickles through his arm, and Leo was coming in from the left side, but the defenders clear it away. We're back at the other ends now, and Vancouver has their play disrupted, but it ends up resulting in 2 excellent chances, one on the right and then on the rebound on the left side of the net. Sahaj makes both saves. Vancouver with some ankle-breaking moves there to weave their way in for a good shot from the right side. Jackson Mumm can't quite get out, and Vancouver is going to continue to pressure and try to get some insurance in this game. There's a shot from the left side. That's a save by Sahaj, and it goes into the corner. And Vancouver keeps it in, back over the left side. Another shot and a rebound. Player looking for it there. Colts do finally clear it away and keep this a 1-goal game. So now we're down at the other end. And a nice move by Seth, 1-on-1 to get that backhand chance. Colts continue to pressure, puck down low, so there you have a good forecheck that's going to go in and chase that. The puck gets rimmed around the wall. Looks like Mack bumps that back to Seth along the wall, and then Leo picks it out of the feet. That defender loses his stick, so he's able to walk out and wrist it home through a crowd, including that beer leaguer that is arriving for his game on the short side past the blocker. And the Colts have themselves a tie game here, 1-1. So as the period is starting to wind down, both teams trying to find that go-ahead goal to win this game. Here's Leo with a nice pass across to Seth. He whips it on net, but it's a bit wide on the left post. Here's Tyler doing well to keep that play onside, get control of it as he backs his way in, and it's going to come back out to him eventually. He throws it on net, gets a rebound as well with the backhand, and the players are jamming away at it, and eventually comes out high, and Jackson Anderson does well to strip that player of the puck and whip it back in the nets for more action in front, but it ultimately stays out. Colts are really coming on as this game wears down. Here's a nice forecheck by Richard Blades that results in Jackson Anderson getting the puck, coming out front. Looks like he had some space, but he puts it into the stomach of the goaltender. Colts continue to press, though. This puck comes out to Orson on the point. He whips it towards the net, and that goalie looks very awkward, and he's looking behind him, not sure where it is. And lucky for him, it's in the corner. Colts still coming. Here they have Jackson Mumm down below the goal line. He puts that out front to Jackson Anderson, who's got to look from there. This time he's going to go up high and not get it in the breadbasket, but instead he hits the goaltender in the head, and then the rebound rolls off to the left of the net. So some good chances there by Cloverdale, and now it's going to be Vancouver's turn at the end of this game to press and try to find a goal. There's a nice little pass and a one-timer, but a blocker save from Sahaj. Play is going to continue. Vancouver behind the net, trying to throw it back out front. It does end up on this point, and then it does come to the front of the net. Rebound bouncing around, and the Colts have to get rid of the loose players in front of the net while Sahaj covers it up. Vancouver now again in the corner, out to the point, and a big block there by Leo, not letting that shot through. Vancouver continues though. Here they come, 2-on-3 with a player coming in late. He's going to try and pick that puck up, and he does. Throws it towards the net, but that's a save, and ultimately this game is going to end in a 1-1 tie with both teams having some chances to find the winning goal late in this game. So let's have a look at the stats for the game. You see Leo with his first goal back with the Colts. Notice Jackson Anderson with 6 shots on net, unable to add to his team-leading goal total though, and a nice outing from Sahaj, 24 saves on 25 shots. Have a look at the season stats now. Not a lot of change at the top of the table for sure, with just the 1 goal. You see Seth with that assist, moving into double digits on the season. So with this tie, preceded by 2 wins before it, it's now 3 games in a row without a loss. So the Colts, now you see them in the standings up to 5th place. The standings looking much different now. The PCHA website adding a whole bunch of new columns to make it a lot more confusing, but you can see the point total of 10 actually has them tied with Ridge for 4th place. So let's have a look at the upcoming schedule, the next 4 games. The next game is a home game against Burnaby in the normal home Monday night slot, and then the following weekend, a Saturday, late afternoon, early evening game in Richmond. So we'll see you back for the Burnaby game.